Good morning, everyone. This is Ryan Hayes with Engage121, back again for this week's Engage121 product update webinar. Today we've got some pretty exciting things to take a look at, so without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Today we're going to take a look at Google Plus local reviews and a new system we've got set up there, and Speak Local Fanlets, and some of the expansion in features that we have there for both publishing and promoting those Fanlets. So we'll go ahead and switch over to our browser here, and starting with the Google Plus Local. So we recently launched Google Plus Business Pages, our integration with that API, and we're obviously very excited about that, and we've been getting great response from it. At this point, while Google is in the process of merging Google Places with Google Plus Local or Google Plus Business Pages, they're in the process of merging those two things together. But unfortunately, at this point, they're not served out of the same system yet. So in order to accommodate our clients who do have Google Plus local pages that have reviews that they want to monitor, we've set up a system to bring those reviews into Engage so they can monitor those. Now, at this point, the Google Plus Places, local Places, is still a part of the Google Maps system. So when you search for a place and you bring it up on your map or on your mobile device or something like that, and you see the number of reviews. Previously, all of this ran just in Google Maps. It was a whole separate thing. Now when you click on the reviews, it takes you into Google Plus. So now when you write a review about a place, it uses your Google Plus profile information for that review. And they're also in the process of linking the Google Plus local places to Google Plus Business Pages. So now you can have a one page that serves both masters, that has your reviews and location information, that sort of thing, hours, directions, all that that you're used to with Google Places or with local places, and with the addition of posting status updates through it. So this is one that hasn't actually been claimed as a business page yet. So looking at this, we have the About section, we have photos of the venue, and we have reviews down below it. So we can see what reviews are being written about this venue. Now, we can't directly respond through their API yet, but what we can do is we can monitor those reviews and feed them into Engage in a similar manner that we feed them in for Yelp venues. So if you remember from a couple months back, I did a webinar and we talked about adding Yelp venues for monitoring reviews. So we're doing Google Plus Local in a similar fashion. Have been talking with Google about that becoming part of the Plus Business Pages system. It's something they're considering, and hopefully will be happening sooner rather than later. But at this point, they don't have a time frame for when that will be added. So for the time being, we're doing our best to bring those in so that we can still monitor them. So now in our O application, you'll see that we have a connection type of Google Plus Local. So when I select that, in this case, you see I've already connected those venues. But if I didn't have venues connected, when I click Add, what we're doing is we're using the outlet name. So what we have in the database for the outlet as the venue name, and then we are searching Google Maps for about a 10-mile radius around the address that's in our database for the outlet. So we bring that list of venues back that match that search result through the Google Maps API. And you'll see that there are a number of different venues here. We have venues for the hospital, 2 entries for the hospital itself, as well as individual doctors at the hospital. And if, for example, this word search didn't work for us, didn't bring back what we were looking for, we could run a search for something else and find other things that come back from that Google Maps search. And then clicking on selecting one of them and hitting continue would then add that venue to the list of local venues for that outlet. Now, as the outlet, once they have these things connected, you go back to home. In this particular account, we've got a special reviews feed set up. This would show up in any variation of the a listen feed, essentially. So in this particular case, if we click on reviews, we'll see Yelp first in this case, but then we can cycle through and we can look at the Google Plus local reviews. So all feeding in here right into the Engage121 application, monitoring it to report on and then monitor and respond to as relevant. Now, we cannot at this point respond directly through the API. There isn't a way to do that yet. As soon as those things become available, we'll be expanding the feature set that we have available. But for the time being, this is really just a monitoring tool, just like the way that the Yelp reviews are. But you can set that up to have them all fed in. Now, a while back, I also showed everyone this sample report card for outlet report card reputation analysis, and you've seen in your account most likely under evaluate, you've noticed one of the reports that's there is a reputation report. And this is something that we can custom build for any one of our accounts. So in this case, this particular client has defined what the metrics are that they want to score each of their outlets on. So if we look at presence, for example, we have all of these different platforms that they want to monitor. And being connected to this platform gives you a score of 5. Having claimed the venue gives you a score of 5. The different things about your actual presence on those networks. Then additionally, there are reviews that are coming in. They're able to see the reviews, see the sentiment on those reviews, and assign a score accordingly. Now, again, this was custom defined by this particular client. They told us how to score things, what they wanted to reflect, and we've built their scorecard to reflect that accordingly. And then they can drill down into the details to see the reviews and the sentiment and all the overall sort of information. Now, again, this is very specific to this particular client, but it's something that can be easily set up for another client as well. If you have your own sort of social media scorecard, your own metrics that are important to you, to your particular business model, and how you have organized your outlets, your network. Now, back in CA, we can also monitor those reviews as well. So we have a new filter option, a new listen filter option to monitor the Google Plus local reviews from our outlets. So again, just the way that you would see it for Yelp, you can now filter for Google Plus local for those connections, and you can set up that filter and monitor those reviews that are coming in. In this case, a lot of these were much older reviews from before Google made the change of switching from Google Places to Google Plus Local. So in this case, they don't have actual names associated with them for the individuals. You'll see that if you look at the reviews natively, you see just a Google user. So we're getting the information that Google has there. But as they continue to complete these integrations between the different platform, the different properties that Google now owns, and connecting it all together through Google Plus, we'll continue to see that sort of information become more robust. We in our communications with Google and presentations that they've done with us, as you may have seen in the blog post that went up yesterday on our page, they're in the process of combining all of these properties together and using Google Plus as the central location for all of that. So connecting your Google Plus profile to your YouTube account, to your Google Docs account, to your Google Places account, all of those things, connecting all of that together so it all ties in and you have a centralized location for your information. So it's very cool to see where they're going with that, and we look to expand on everything that they're making available as it becomes available. Now, the next thing that I'd like to talk about is some advancements in Speak Local Fanlets. So you're all familiar with Fanlets already, and you may or may not be familiar with Speak Local Fanlets. Fanlets, the local versions are really just taking those corporate versions and adding in the ability to use merge fields and post them across all of your outlets. So you can create one Fanlet and post it across thousands of outlet Facebook pages, all in a couple of clicks. So we'll walk through that process and highlight some of the new features that have been added as part of Newspeak and in the expansion in local Fanlets. So to start with, in this case, normally in corporate we select the page and then we select the tab. In this case, we're publishing across many different pages, so we're just going to choose the tab that we want to install this onto. Now, we can choose a tab, any of the tabs that are available on our account. We can do custom tabs as well if needed to go along with a promotion. But we choose the tab that we want to use. If that tab is not already installed on the local Facebook page that we're publishing to, we will install that as part of the publishing process. If it is already installed, then what we're going to be doing is overwriting the content that is currently published on that tab. Now, this goes through the same sort of approval chain that you would have with any other Speak Local post. So if your outlets approve your post before they go out, they're going to approve this Fanlet before it goes out. So if you're worried about overwriting something that they might already have up, they're going to go through the same level of approval that they already do. Now, we're putting together a Fanlet that consists of a coupon. And the coupon object is really just, it's an image, and then you can put a link behind it. Now, since this is Speak Local, a local version of the Fanlet, we have merge fields that we can choose from for each one of those outlets. So in this case, since I'm doing a link, I can choose the web page. So the web page is one of the optional fields that we have filled in the database for each outlet. So we can automatically put that web page behind the coupon. So when someone clicks on the coupon, they're going to click off to that local outlet's individual web page. Excuse me. So I've put it together. I'm previewing it. See how that's going to look. Now, if I want to add a fan gate to that, I can just click to add a fan gate. I'll choose something from my fan gate images here. I'll select the fan gate to go on it. and then I'm going to choose the outlets that I want to post to. So I can select all of them here. In this case, these two outlets have multiple Facebook pages connected, and maybe I don't want to post to both of those, so I'm going to select just the ones that I want to post to here. I can also use my filters to drill down if I want to see just the ones that are in a particular state or have specific tags. I can do that, filter my outlets however I want to. In this case, we've only got 5 outlets, so it doesn't really apply. But if I'm dealing with thousands of outlets, those filters obviously can be very powerful. At any rate, we've got the fan there. We've got a coupon. It has behind it. We've got a fan gate for it. We've selected the outlets and pages that we're going to post to. And then I'm going to say that I want to go ahead and post it now. So I'll submit the post. And I'm now being prompted to post about that fanlet. So just installing the tab and publishing that fanlet onto a page is great. But if no one knows it's there, no one knows to go there, to enter, to click on the coupon, to sign up, to view the product information, whatever type of fanlet you've posted. So when we actually post about it, even the people that already like our page aren't going to find out about it. So we're going to go ahead and create a post about this fanlet. So I'll check the box. And now I'm creating a rich link post about that tab. So I'll put in the text for it, for the post itself, and then I'll put in the descriptor of the rich link. Let's see, and we'll see how all this comes together in a minute. And then I'll put in a description of the post to go in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and submit that post. Now that I've created this rich link post that's going to go out to the people who currently like my page, I also can promote that post. So I can do an ad, do a sponsored story ad about that post to reach people who don't already like my page. So I'll see a view of how that's going to merge together. The icon will be the local outlets icon, and then the icon for the fanlet itself. But I'll say yes, I do want to promote that through Facebook ads, and I'll choose my demographic information. I'll choose who I want to target, how I want to target them. If I only want to reach people who are not fans of my page, you know, I can do that. So I can say just if I just want to drive likes. That's my ultimate goal of this ad, is to drive new likes to my page. And since I've published a fan-gated contest or coupon, that's going to happen as a process of people just viewing that coupon. They're going to have to like the page before they can view it. So by promoting this to people who aren't already fans of my page, I'm going to very effectively drive new likes to that page. But so I can put all this information together, choose how long I want to run for, and submit that to create an ad. And I won't actually do that now, but you can see how that would work. Now, if I go over into Facebook, I'll take a look at one of my outlet pages here, and you'll see what that post would look like. So we've got a post created here. It has a rich link that links through directly to the page and tab. You can see a preview over here of what that ad might look like. So if I were to have created an ad about it, this is what it would look like. So we're sponsoring the page itself, as well as the rich link for the coupon. And then if someone were to follow that link, when we click on that, that drives them not just to the page, but specifically to the tab where the coupon was published, where they can then click on it or enter the contest or whatever whatever type of Fanlet you were doing at that time. So it's taken something that you would have to do on an individual basis, one page at a time, putting each individual Fanlet together and then creating an ad for each individual one and turning it into a very streamlined, very smooth process of creating the Fanlet, choosing where to publish it, and then creating a post about it across all of your outlets in a very wide group with very little effort, with a very streamlined effort. So we're very excited about that. We do have clients who are taking advantage of this already and seeing huge or dramatic results from the expansion of something that they might have done as a corporate-only promotion and expanding it across all of their outlet pages and then promoting it across all of their outlet pages with localized Facebook ads and seeing very dramatic results for that already. So we will have case studies that will be ready in the near future to detail the results a little more clearly, and certainly we'll be covering it in future webinars as well, the results of those case studies. But we're very excited about it. We think it brings a lot of power to a Engage121 enterprise account. So very excited about it and love to hear from you all what you think about that, as well as the Google Plus reviews and the Google Plus pages. We're very excited about the things that have been getting added into the application lately. So we as always would love to hear from you. What you think about them, and questions, comments about how it works for you. At any rate, that's the last thing I'd like to cover for this. I want to thank you all again for joining us, and please do find us on find our YouTube page and subscribe to that, where you'll see these videos and more, as well as reaching out to us on Twitter and Facebook. And please do reach out to our client services team if you have any questions about how the things you've seen here affect your account in particular, or if you have questions about those how those reports, the reputation reports, that sort of thing might work for your account. We love to hear from you, and obviously our client base is what drives the focus of our development. So please do reach out to us and let us know. At any rate, thank you all for joining us. We will be here. Next week for another webinar. The following week, we will not be conducting a webinar. So I hope everyone has a safe holiday. If we don't see you back here next week, and otherwise, we will see you back here next week to talk about more new features. Have a great weekend, everyone.